The taxi app Uber says it will appeal after being told it's losing its licence to operate in London. Transport bosses say the firm doesn't provide high standards required of taxi drivers, particularly in relation to passenger safety.
Transport for London's got a very important job to do to make sure private hire vehicle operators are playing by the rules set down by Parliament. And I fully support the conclusions reached by TfL, which is that Uber aren't operating by the rules, and TfL have therefore reluctantly decided not to renew the licence. And I can understand why Uber drivers, Uber passengers are angry at Uber for not playing by the rules. What's important is that we have in London a regime where private hire vehicle operators and taxis are operating safely and securely.
Well, Uber says it will appeal immediately.
By trying to ban Uber in London, the Mayor and TfL have caved to a small minority of individuals and groups that want to restrict competition and choice in the capital. I think the impact of this decision will not only prevent 3.5 million Londoners getting an affordable ride around their city, but it could potentially, if it stands, put over 40,000 licensed drivers out of work.
Well, Olivia Kinsley joins us now from Uber's headquarters. And Olivia, we know that the company is launching an appeal. They've got 21 days to do that. Any further updates?
Well, as you say, launching an appeal, but no comfort, I'm sure, to the 200 or so employees who work in this building, and not to mention the 40,000 or so drivers who currently work with Uber in the capital. They are now facing a very uncertain future. And what this decision essentially means is that as of the 30th of September, so a week tomorrow, when that licence runs out, it will not be renewed, and that therefore, subject to appeal in the future, Uber would not be allowed to operate in the capital. Now, there are some people, of course, who will celebrate this, not least of all black cab drivers who have campaigned for this to happen for years. In fact, ever since Uber arrived in the capital in 2012, they've argued that Uber undercuts them on fares, that they don't adhere to local regulations, and that they aren't properly regulated, making it unsafe for passengers. There have also been accusations in the past that Uber does not treat its drivers as it should do. These are things that TfL seems to have backed up today, saying that Uber is not fit and proper to hold a private operator licence. Now, of course, Uber strongly refutes this, and as we've already heard, Uber does plan to appeal this decision, which it will set about doing immediately. But in the meantime, a very uncertain future for all those drivers working in London for Uber, and also, of course, for the 3.5 million customers they have in London, many of whom have become to rely on Uber on a daily basis to get around. They too now surely wondering what on earth is going to happen next.
Olivia, thank you.